Hi there, Jen Duchenne of jenduchenne.com. I'm doing a reading from the Illuminating Journey cards for November 19th through the 25th, 2018. I prepared the cards. Let's see what they have to say. What do we need to know this week? So the first card that comes up is this card, the 14. And the first place my eye goes to is this figure that seems to be kind of holding something up and kind of declaring this energy or this passage. Like, for us to pass through a passage, we have to kind of commit to the journey. And while this is an emotional time, a time of us talking about how we feel and experiencing things we haven't experienced, this card is also speaking to the fact that you need to commit to something. If you choose to be that rider on the rope, then you have to go with confidence, right? So you don't know everything. There may be the unknown you're hitting. There may be unexpected happenings. However, this is you committing to that journey. This is where I want to go. I'm going forward. I'm going through this kind of wasteland kind of energy. It also feels like very exciting in many ways because it's speaking to this kind of truth. Right here, the figure who stands here, who's holding these balls of energy, the earth and the energy of light, and kind of releasing a stream here of what could be blood or a ribbon that's kind of letting go or flooding the area with the truth of who you are, whatever that is. And of course here's a canary to kind of trill out the warning signs and the encouragement that, you know, things are not always what they seem, so you need to stay strong, like focus on where you're going, where you're traveling to. Let's see what the second card is. Second card is, so that was a 5, a 14, 5, and here is the 7. These cards are made up of 3 different cards, so this is a number. Whenever I see the 7, I always see this kind of arrow energy kind of shooting up. This is about kind of coming to terms with the fact that a lot of things that you've lived by are not necessarily the truth. We all have illusions, and we've certainly lived in a society that has encouraged illusion or delusion. I don't have any power, therefore I can't say anything, or, you know, other people know more than I do. So this is about you coming back to kind of figuring out what it is that you do know and what do you want to know more of. And perhaps it's time to kind of stop looking at the past and expecting the past to kind of repeat itself, right? The past repeats itself when you are holding space for the past to repeat itself. But now with this arrow, it's allowing us to receive insight, illumination, and to make different choices about what we're seeing. We may see the same thing. However, this card is encouraging you to define it as something different. Change the filter you're looking at this information at so you can move forward. And maybe that means going into nature, sitting quietly, listening to what people say without getting excited and letting it see if it makes sense to you or not. So kind of moving the emotion out of it and just listening. Do these words resonate? Does this really feel like my truth? Is this something I want to argue about or put energy towards? Or I just want to go, oh, okay, I've heard that story. I used to believe it. I don't believe it anymore. Moving on. Third card is the 5. So here we have another 5. We had the 14 and now we have another 5. This is very much a card that to me invites a sense of self, but also a sense of adventure, in the sense that there is much to do or much to see and explore. And how are you going to explore this? Are you kind of going to explore it with the energy of knowing you are kind of a child in a sense. You're starting over fresh. You have an aspect of hope. It's also about letting go of what has been. To me, this is a way of walking apart in a very different way. It's kind of magical. It's potent. My eye kind of going here to the pomegranate seeds, the seeds that of knowledge, the seeds that allow us to see something new, to kind of tie things together in a different way. So this card as well is speaking to that idea of choosing a different way of taking a journey, like the life, who you are. You have your journey, you have your focus, and this is about taking this journey in a different way, opening your eyes to new things so that you can travel with wonder, with delight, with observation, and a willingness to be enchanted in a new way. So it's up to you really to take these pomegranate seeds, to eat of them, and to gain new wisdom. What does it all mean? It is not so much about disconnection as it is about connection, connecting to what is true for you, releasing the things that don't make any sense to you, that you don't want to, like, you know, everyone has their own idea about what things mean. Are you in agreement with them just because you're around them? You know, it's time for you and all of us to break away from something meaning what it has meant, that something means what somebody else says it means. Now you have to decipher, you have to go on this journey and decide, is this what it means to me? How am I going to enjoy or experience the life that is in front of me? What am I choosing? So I think it's a very powerful message here for the week with the 5 of, you know, that idea of feeding into the seeds, seeing new things, allowing yourself to go on that adventure. Right here, just a recap, here you are on the adventure, allowing the strength of needing to go on this adventure to lead you instead of the fear. And here, allowing insight to come in. So, you know, all of these things, and then going on the adventure, eating the seed, allowing new things to kind of open in front of you. Even though it's the same thing, things begin to open up. You get to travel in a new way. This is very much about breaking away from the way it's been. So a time to go inward, to sit with what is true for you, and to allow this to inform you. I know in the States we have the Thanksgiving coming up, so gratitude often allows us to sit with what is and just enjoy the experience and the family around us without needing to prove we're right or that they're wrong, or to even think of what they're saying from an antagonistic point of view. Just allow their truth to settle without you needing to get involved, right? And feeling that sense of gratitude, of community, of connection, of, oh, people have different opinions to me and it doesn't matter. Wishing you a wonderful week, and I'll be back again next week. If you want to know more about the cards, you can go to jenduchenne.com, Illuminating Journey Cards. If you like this video, comment or like, tell me what you'd like to know. Maybe you saw something I didn't see. Leave me a comment. Till next time.